All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another video. All right, y'all, back with another post-fight discussion video. I just went back and watched the co-main event from Bellator last night, Cat Zingano versus Leah McCourt. And this fight, it was pretty good. You know, this is a pretty good grappling match. I mean, it wasn't like this type of toe-to-toe action type fight. You know, there wasn't a lot of crazy strikes thrown. There was blood. You know, there was blood and there was a lot of clinching here and there, but it was just the grappling, I think, this time around where both fighters were really going for it and both fighters really wanted it. You know what I mean? So I think that just kind of amped it up for me, you know, to want to watch it again. But as I was watching the fight, I can definitely say that it was a close fight. And the second time around of watching it, I honestly think that, you know, Leah McCourt could have got the decision. I think she could have got the decision for sure. I know they had a unanimous decision, but I thought it could have been seen as a split decision because, you know, first time around, yeah, I seen Cat, you know, making those nice adjustments and, you know, being able to come out on top in each round and doing a lot of damage in the third round. But Leah McCourt, she had some nice moments against the cage. You know, she had some good ground control time as well. And, you know, you got to factor in she did, whether you agree or not, have a knockdown in the third round. You know, if it came off balance, you know, that's how it is. It wasn't like a clear knockdown where she was hurt, but she did catch Cat in a position to knock her down, right? So it still counts as a knockdown, and she got a takedown in the third round. So just going back and looking at all those different factors, you know, I still have to say that, man, like Leah McCourt, she did make the right improvements and also made the right improvements on the ground, but also on her feet. You know, she did take advantage of some of the moments where Cat was just kind of like sitting back and really wasn't committing to like any punches. The first round, right away, Cat was establishing some nice leg kicks. You know, she was attacking the lead leg as Leah McCourt was, you know, putting the pressure on, which was smart. You know, she was tagging those legs. But the thing about it is Leah McCourt wasn't really showing it any respect because Cat still had her hands open. Like, I noticed this, like, Cat's hands were, like, wide open, you know, and Leah McCourt was probably just reading this as, like, okay, I can just storm in and not worry about eating any big shots because her hands were wide open. Like, she wasn't establishing any jab. She wasn't following up any punches after the leg kicks. It was just all leg kicks, right? And then Cat does like step in with the overhand right, but it's like no power behind it, and Leah McCourt clinches up with her. And then when they clinch up, you know, Cat pushes into this clinch. You can see the difference in strength here. You know, Leah's really controlling against the cage. You know, she's the bigger, stronger fighter here, and you can see that Cat is having trouble with this size. Like, she's having trouble getting her down here. But finally, like, Cat does get a takedown, but the position that she's in, she winds up on the bottom, right? She winds up on the bottom, and by the end of the round, she managed to get the back of Leah McCourt. But to me, it was like still a close round. Like, she gets the back, but I still have trouble giving the round, you know, clearly to Cat, just because I thought that, you know, Leah did edge it out with some of that control. But if you look at the leg kicks and if you look at the takedown in just itself, you could argue that Cat won the round, but you can see where Leah might have won the first round as well, right? The second round, though, Leah McCourt, you know, she catches a kick by Cat, and, you know, she gets the sweep. So she gets another, you know, she gets a takedown of her own. And in this position, you know, when she gets the takedown, she's able to scramble to that side control, and then she transitions to a full mount, and she's landing some nice ground and pound. You know, she's landing some nice ground and pound for a few of the minutes of the round and just having nice control over Cat. Cat, she does a nice reversal to get the back of Leah and get the top position here. And here you can see Cat kind of take over. This was the round where I could honestly give the Cat mostly because I could see her take over in this round, and she's landing harder elbows and she's controlling on top more. Like, her top position is a lot more effective here. You know, she's landing some good shots, and she finishes the round strong by just out grappling Leah McCourt, having that half Nelson and just keeping the back of her to end the round. You know, just really having her in that position where Leah McCourt's almost helpless, you know, by, you know, just being in her back like that, and she just can't really do anything. So the second round I could say was Cat's. The third round, though, this one was a tough one, man. Like, I think the judges were just looking at the blood here, man, because honestly, man, as Leah McCourt, she came in, you know, she was not storming in, but she was just putting the pressure on Cat. She steps in with her good right hand, and she scores a knockdown. She scores a knockdown, puts Cat down. Cat gets up. She gets another trip and a takedown. You know, so Leah, you know, she's racking up these takedowns and knockdowns, and then she's having some nice control time on top as well. And then she gets the back of Cat at some point, you know, in the round, like couple minutes in. She's controlling the back, trying to land a few shots here and there. And in the round, I believe they have her strike stats up as well because she's landing more strikes on the ground. But Cat, she's still in it. She's strong. And as she's like moving towards the fence, she's making this attempt to reverse to the top position with like less than 2 minutes to go. So Leah McCourt, she's able to not really give up her back, but she gets to her knees and she's actually able to get up. Cat delivers a big knee. Cat delivers a big knee that opens up a big gash. So blood starts pouring. And that's where I'm like, this is where they might give it to her. This is where they might give it to Cat, because Leah McCourt, to me, was still actually doing pretty well in this round. Because even after she eats the gash, after she eats this knee and this big gash opens up, Leah gets another takedown. She judo tosses Cat again. And, she has Cat down. And she's going for the back for the majority of, like, that last minute of the round. Like, she's actually, going for that submission position and landing a few strikes. And then by the end of the round, Cat does a nice reversal. She turns into the guard, to break free, and she ends up on top. But in my opinion, man, the fight was pretty close. It's like a lot of good grappling exchanges. And if you look at it, Leah probably, I would say she did enough to win that third round. That blood, I don't think it was enough. I would have gave Leah clearly the third round. I gave Cat the second round. The first one, it was kind of a toss-up, could have went either way. But, yeah, I could have seen that fight as a split decision for sure. But as far as, like, Leah McCourt goes, I think she has been making some improvements in her striking. She definitely used her size to her advantage in this fight, in her height. She was giving Cat some fits, against the cage. Cat was having trouble, like, trying to push her off. She was able to really use her head control, too, push that head up because she's taller and put Cat, kind of high up on her tiptoes, to really, take advantage of that. So, yeah, Leah's been doing some good things in there as far as improving with her striking. But, yeah, her grappling also, is looking better. Her transitions are nice. And, there's no quit in her. There's no quit in the girl, and that's a big part of it. Cat, pushing 40, well, already 40 years old. I think, she looks good, for her age. But dealing with some of these bigger, stronger, younger fighters, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. So at this point, with Cat getting another W, and being undefeated in Bellator, I think it's time for her to push for a title fight now. No more other fights, no more tune-up fights. I think she's at the point of her career where she just needs to go for that title, whether it's vacant or if it's Chris Cyborg, right? Because I see there's still some holes in Cat's game here, as far as her stand-up. Like, I didn't really see her committed to – the leg kicks were good. I didn't really see her committed to, like, a jab or, really, like, standing her ground. She was kind of getting walked down. In my opinion, I felt like her best bet would have been to stay inside the reach, stay inside the reach of Leah McCourt and, work those tie clinches and land more knees early in the fight. Because you see, the minute Cat lands a knee, she does damage. So if she would have got some better leverage, against the cage and stood her ground more, I think she probably could have landed better knees and more damaging blows and maybe won more clear rounds and really weaken Leah McCourt to the point where she could, like, finish her or just keep her down on the ground. But it was a good fight. I enjoyed the fight for, Bellator standards. Like I said, we'll see what's next from here. Leah McCourt, she's got to go back to the drawing board and work. I don't think she was ready for a title fight yet anyways. But, she's still young. She can grow from this. Cat, on the other hand, I think, she needs to go ahead and get that title shot ASAP before it's too late. But that's all I got on this, guys. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all thoughts were on the fight if you saw it. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.